thought I'd just give an update on the mower. I've enjoyed it. It does, it does a decent job. I like not having to go up and get gas for it. I like not having to change the oil. I've had to change a blade. That's very easy. But what I haven't enjoyed is having to take it into the repair shop twice in the last year and a half. And it's probably been in, those two were probably in the last, well, I think it's been since March, and we are September now. So, and what's happening is it's just not lasting. So the first time they took it to the shop, they said they ran it. They took the batteries apart, separated them, and they tested each one for load to make sure that it was holding a charge. And they said every battery looked good. They put it together, and I got it home and I ran it for the first week, and it was fine. Seemed like they had done, so I didn't know if they had changed something, but it ran well. I think it maybe had ran a couple of times. After maybe the third or fourth cut, it didn't make it the entire cut, and it did that 1 week, and then a couple weeks it would go cut fine, and then I had 2 weeks where it didn't cut. It didn't finish the cut in a row, and that was the last 2 cuts. And I videotaped that. I showed kind of like what I was able to get done on the charge and what it didn't finish, and it was on a 0.6 hour charge, and it didn't finish. So I plugged it in while I weed eated, and then I came back and I finished it. I took it into the shop again after corresponding with Ryobi, and they said, go ahead and take it back in the shop, which I did. I had to rent a trailer and take it in, because if you don't buy the extended warranty after 1 year, you have to take it in on your own. You have to get a trailer and haul it in, which is a little bit of a hassle, but not too bad. When they took it in the second time, they said they just ran it, and they said they cut some grass, and they're like, everything seems to be working fine. And I said, well, I'm sure the mower, if you have no load on it, if you're not running it through grass, if you're not having a person on it, if you're not running up hills and you just run it for 2 hours, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it would do that just fine. It's when you put it under load that it has a problem. So I, excuse me, took it into the shop, brought it back, and let me see. This is the first cut after that. They emailed me, so I sent them the video and had them watch me cutting and kind of told them what I was doing, and they critiqued it and said I was mowing too fast. They said I was, for what I had done in 0.6 hours, I was going too fast. But I told them that I had raised the deck, and I had removed the plug out of the side here, so I'm not mulching. I'm just side discharging because the grass is a little wet, and I didn't want to bog down the machine, so I was just trying to get as much grass out of the side. And he told me that I was going too fast. So this mow, I've intentionally tried to slow it down a little bit. We'll have to check the hours when we're done, see what the total time was and what the batteries left. But if you have to be careful of your speed, and you have to have just the right grass height cut, and you can't grass be too wet, I mean, those become kind of burdensome. You might as well at that point get one of them to come out here and mow it for you. So I don't know, that's just some feedback. Taking it in the shop twice is not the best, because it sits down there for a week at a time. Having to go there and bring it back is not ideal. So we'll see how it goes today, and we'll give you some feedback. Thanks.
house right now, and my dad is mowing the lawn, and this is the amount of noise you can hear from the outside. So that is the amount of noise you can hear from the lawnmower from the outside, and as you can hear, it is not that loud, and I'm in the master bedroom right now, and if you were sleeping in here, you probably would not even hear it that much. You know, you probably wouldn't wake up from the amount of noise it makes. Hi. Hi, buddy. What? You wanna... I know. Hi. What? You see him? You see him? Yeah, I know you see him. Okay, watch. Watch him. Look. Look, there he is.
Alright, so the mower just died on me. Let's take a look at the hour reading. What does it say? 59.6. It's flashing the red bar. I'll show you what it didn't get done. It basically didn't get done one pass from, well, yeah, maybe two. So somewhere along in here to here. This one piece is all it didn't get done in the whole yard. So I'm gonna take you over, show plugging the unit in, show that I've had the charger uncharged, and then we'll take a look at what the starting hours were at. The whole front. It definitely made it farther this time, but it still didn't finish. Let's see. 59.6, so that's 1.10 bars did not finish. 0 bars did not finish. And I'm sure that, so one of the other things they told me to do is to unplug this between. So I've done that. Not sure what the point of that is. And here's the outlet. Here, kiddo, can you come hold this for a second? Just plug it in. It's turned off. All right, if you see down here, there's going to be a light right here that's, you know, it's charging. So there we are. Unplugged in between. Charge status. But didn't finish, was close. Last time lasted 0.6 hours. This time lasted 1.1, so almost twice as long, but still didn't finish the yard because, I mean, it lasted me longer, but it took me longer, and didn't get done. So I'm gonna go weed eat now and finish it up.